Hello everybody, I'm recording a video for a couple friends who asked me about the Hearthglen Mage AoE farm. First thing I'm going to show you is the shortcut to get there from the lumber mill. If you go the normal way you get there is down this path, but you can get there from the lumber mill area and riding from the bulwark. If you go to you just ride up here along the edge, and I think there might be one other way you can sneak up here, but that's how I like to do it. So see, I haven't done the quest, that unfinished business, so you just ride up the ledge along there, you can get there. So Hearthglen is really good for farming, especially if you're mining and herbalism, because there's two rich thorium veins, one in the general area of the town, but also another one inside the cave where the miners are. And there's a dreamfoil spawn somewhere, and like a sungrass. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kill all the non-elites. This is like the best open world way to level from like 57 to 60. But also it's a good gold farm. I've gotten a lot of world epics from these, like 3 or 4 world epics, just farming the workers that are non-elites. It's pretty good. So this one guy patrols around, High Protector Lorik. He does not drop anything good, so just mark him and ignore him. You could kill him for like 20 silver if you care. But good thing to do here is if you have mining, definitely check for RTVs, because they spawn like every 5 to 20 minutes. So you could go run around, check RTVs kind of between each spawn of the guys. So the first pull I do is here in front of the mine. There's a bunch of workers, so we're just going to pull all these. And the Scarlet Smith rare has a chance of spawning there. He's not there, so that means they're at the they're inside this blacksmith. So I'll show you them later. I like to do a ice block pull there, just because it makes this one easier, and it cools down. Use an ice block for another pull, and it should be cooled down by the time we get there. And I'm just like a frost AoE spec for my Mara farming, Mara pulls. But if you did like a shatter combo, that would be really great against these two. But I just like blizzarding. So you get rune cloth, not a ton, but a pretty good amount. Like you should probably get like a stack and a half per clear up here. And then so that's like every 5 minutes when they respawn. It's not bad. Probably better to farm rune cloth in LBRS or Strat if you have a buddy to do it with. So I split the cave up into 2 pulls usually. If the rare is in there, which you should be because this is kind of a quiet realm, there's Foreman Jarrus, who's a level 62 badass. You do not want to fuck around with him, actually, because he has a whirlwind attack and he can melt your ice barrier and your HP like instantly. So got to be careful with Foreman Jarrus. If you're trying to AoE grind and level, just have a level 60 buddy come kill Jarrus, because you're not going to be able to do much to him at a lower level. Shouldn't be a problem at level 60, but especially, you know, if you could kite him around. Probably going to take you like 3 or 4 blizzards, you know, use up all your mana and gems. Like I think when I was leveling, I was popping gems every single pull. You know, a mana's going to be rough. So to see if he's here, I'm just going to type Tar Jarrus. Or Tar Foreman. He's not in here. So if Foreman Jarrus is here, that means he's in the lumber mill. So I'm not going to worry about him in this pull. See the second RTV over there. Forgot to drink, so I'm kind of using great ones because I didn't drink like a moron, but we are good. So after the cave, you know, you mine whatever's in here, loot all the guys, then we're gonna pull the blacksmith. So the other rare that I talked about, the Scarlet Smith, they're an easy pushover. They're probably like they have a lot of health, but they, you know, hit like a normal mob pretty much, so they're not really a big deal. It's Foreman Jarrus you want to look out for. That guy's an asshole. But they take like 8 hours or so to respawn, 12 hours maybe. So once you kill them once, you got the whole session to yourself. You don't have to worry about them respawning and bothering you, pretty much. So the blacksmith pool's really small. I'm just going to do 6 or 7 mobs here. See, there's the smith. Yeah, only level 58. Not a problem. Just kite him around. There's actually a whole bunch of rares. Like if you wanted to farm greens, if you go inside the other buildings here, there's a rare or two in at least each one. They drop all sorts of stuff, so worth it if you're disenchanting, just trying to make money. So this is probably the biggest pull of the farm are these lumberjack ones, and I'm gonna do this. There's a few ways to handle Foreman Jarrus. If you're like a lower level, what you probably just want to do is blast him down single target while trying to like keep all the workers nearby away from you. Try to reset them maybe while you kite them away. What I'm going to do since I'm 60 is just sheep him. If you try to sheep him at like lower levels, it immediately breaks. It's like not worth it. So I'll just sheep him and keep him out of the way while I kill the rest of the guys, and then I'll kill him later. So I'll like counterspell this one worker over here and then run through. Oh, well, I forgot to shield. You could also he'll be affected by chill, so you could kind of pull him with the whole group if you really wanted to. That's another valid way of dealing with Formageris. Here he comes. Just gonna sheep him again. Yeah, his whirlwind attack can do like 3 or 4k damage instantly, so you really don't want to. You don't want to let him get near you. And then the last pull in Hearthglen is at the stable over here. It's just another 6 mobs. This is another small one. Oh, I'm Oh, no big deal. Keep forgetting to drink. It's too early. Just do a cheeky evocation here. And keep an eye out for that patrol guy. He isn't a huge... He could sneak up on you and ruin your day. So yeah, that's every non-elite in Hearthglen. Done real sloppy and noobishly, but it really isn't hard. You know, you could come here at level 57 and level yourself really fast. Just doing that over and over again. So it takes like 5 minutes to respawn. All the stuff isn't going to be respawned, so I'm going to be standing around waiting for it. So one thing I like to do waiting for those to respawn is I'll go to the lumber mill, which is just outside Hearthglen and down this. So here, if you like jump down kind of to the southwest, there's all those like I got stuck. All those lumberjacks and knights and stuff patrolling around. It's a good place to AoE farm too. They're a little lower levels, a little less XP, but you could start AoE farming those at like 55, 56, I would say. Like after you're done with Dawson's Tears, if you're AoE leveling there. I get all my mana ready. And you can kind of cut this up however you want. Like I'll do this big pack to the west first, like try to get as many of these in a pull as possible, and then my second pull I'll like kind of grab these packs around this area and around the sawmill, and it'll give you a little extra XP, rune cloth money while you're waiting for the Hearthglen workers to respawn. So I mean, obviously on a very populated server, all this is going to be booked. There's going to be probably 3 or 4 mages competing with you for the spawns, but if it's super early in the morning or you're on a quiet realm like me, this is the place. Easy. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do a ton of mobs just because I have decent gear. I mean, when you're freshy, you don't want to do too many mobs. It's kind of brutal. So yeah, usually I do kind of this area in 3 pulls if I'm like trying to get every single last one. I think I'll just try to do this kind of all in 1 second pull and not do a third one. Trick to like pulling lots of mobs in a wide area is if you keep re-tagging them with rank 1 arcade explosion, that'll keep them in combat, and that way they won't like drop combat and run away. So as you see, like all that stuff that had to run from really far away just kept AE spamming them, keep them on me. And there's a rare in there. Drop some crap that no one wants. Any mobs pat by and annoy you, just sheep them and run away. So yeah, that's the 2 farming areas I like to do. So let's see, I got 30 rune cloth from both those areas doing a single loop, which is pretty good. So that's 30 rune cloth in like 5 minutes. So we're just going to ride back up to this little shortcut spot, go back to Hearthglen, and do it all over again. So there's also a silver sage spawn somewhere around here. It's kind of in a wider area, so it's a little harder to find, but you could definitely do herbalism passively while you're around here. Do mining passively. See, all this shit still hasn't respawned in the sawmill in Hearthglen. So yeah, so that first pull starting to respawn. That's pretty much it. Maybe in the cave too. So anyway, good luck on your AoE farming adventures.